Hey friends, Mr. Chad again. On this paper, we're going to talk about comparing weights. Remember, comparing means to look at two or more objects and think about how they are different or the same, okay? Are these the same? No, they are not. They are different. He's holding one higher than the other. I wonder why that is. The question says, how can you compare the weights of two objects? All right. The directions at the bottom say, look at the picture. Compare the weights of the two objects. Use the words heavier than. I'll write those in later. Okay, just wait. Heavier than, lighter than, or about the same. Weight. To describe the weights. Draw a circle around the lighter object and draw an X on the heavier object. Now, do you remember the book that we read, Equal Schmeequal? And there were animals that got on the seesaw and they were trying to make the seesaw equal, okay? Which means that it would straight across. But are his arms at the same, or his hands at the same height? No. No, look. If this was a seesaw, it would be like that, right? So let's think about equal schmeequal. Which side went down? Was it the heavier side or the lighter side? It was the heavier side because it was heavier than the lighter side. So the heavier side sunk because it was so heavy. It went down. The lighter side went up, okay, because it couldn't move the seesaw because it was too light, okay? So the heavy side goes down. So we know that this is heavier than the block. So the book is heavier than the block, and the block is lighter than the book. Okay? All right. Circle the heavier, X on the lighter. Whoops, I did it backwards. It says draw a circle around the lighter object. Draw an X on the heavier. Okay, whoopsies. X, X, X. Okay, circle. Sorry, guys. All right. Heavier, lighter. Next page. Here we go. Number 1. Put your finger on number 1. Okay. Number 1 says, find the first object in the row and hold it in your left hand. We're going to have to imagine this. If you can't find these objects, just imagine, okay? So think about it. Look and think about it. All right? So, find... Okay, so draw a circle around the object that is heavier than the object in your hand. Okay, so we have 3 objects here and 1 here. Which one of these objects is heavier than the scissors? Is the paperclip heavier than the scissors? Is the lunchbox heavier than the scissors? Or is the rubber band heavier than the scissors? This one looks heavier, huh? The lunchbox is heavier than the scissors. Number 2, put your finger on number 2. Look at the notebook. It says, circle the object that is heavier than the object in your left hand. So this is the object on the left, and these are the objects on the right. Which one of these objects is heavier? Is it the block, the pencil, or the bag? I think the bag has a notebook and has some folders, so it must be heavier. Yep, the bag is heavier. The backpack is heavier. Put your finger on number 3. Number 3 says, circle the object that is lighter than the marker. Circle the object that is lighter than the marker. Which one of these objects is lighter than the marker? Is it the paint, the paperclip, or the notebook? Which one is lighter? It is the paperclip. It is lighter. The marker is heavier than the paperclip. Number 4, put your finger on number 4. Circle the object that is lighter than the object on the left. So circle the object that is lighter than the eraser. Which one is lighter than the eraser? Is it the tape dispenser, the toy tractor, or the counter? We know how heavy these are, so we've used these a lot. I know that it's really light. Okay, so this one is lighter than the eraser. Okay, turn your page. Alright, so on number 5, put your finger on number 5. Number 5 says, find an object that is lighter than a notebook. So just look around your house. find an object that is lighter than a notebook. So we know what a notebook looks like. That's a notebook. Okay? Find something that's lighter than a notebook. Draw a picture of it right here. Draw a picture of that object. So you found something that's lighter, that's not as heavy, it's lighter than a notebook. And draw a picture of it. Okay? And right here on number 6, find something that's heavier than a notebook. Lighter than a notebook, heavier than a notebook. Okay? Draw a picture of something that's lighter than a notebook, and then draw a picture of something that's heavier than a notebook. Okay? We'll put heavy, wait, lighter, okay, heavier, okay. I'll let you come back and finish this, okay? You can come back and finish this one. Well, let's go ahead and go to number 7, okay, on the back page. You ready? All right, here we go. Number 7, put your finger on number 7. Number 7 says, draw to show what you know about comparing the weights of a piece of paper and another object. So we're going to use so I'm going to write on here, and you're going to choose some words to use, okay? So I'm going to write heavier than, and I'm going to write lighter than. Okay? You're going to choose which one you're going to write. You're either going to write this one or this one. I want you to draw 2 objects, one over here and one over here. Draw small, okay? So you're going to say this object is lighter than this object, or you're going to say this object is heavier than this object. Okay? So you choose. You're going to either write heavier than or lighter than. Do not write them both, okay? Choose which one you're going to write and put your objects on either side. Draw a picture of the objects, okay? Alright, now if you need to, you can come back and re-watch the video, watch it over again so that the way you know what to do. Alright, but go ahead and draw your objects, choose which one you're going to write, okay? Now we're going to go to number 8. Okay, if you're not finished, then you can come back, okay? You can watch the video again. Alright, number 8, put your finger on number 8. Number 8 says, choose the correct answer. Which pumpkin is lighter? There's 2 pumpkins. Which one is lighter? Which one is lighter? Bubble your answer, okay? Alright, go back and finish this if you need to, and go back and finish this page if you need to, okay? See you next time, friends. And that's it for this week. Make sure you study for your math test. Do some review. Assignments on RazKids. Don't forget social studies and science, okay? Alright, have a good week.